Imagine this. You're about to be in a room with the very people that you've been wanting to be in a room with your entire career. This is make or break for you. You could, in fact, build your company beyond what you even could imagine if these people understand your technology or your idea. And you know that your idea is really good, but for some reason, no one understands what the heck you're saying. I'm Andrea Sampson, and I'm the founder of Talk Boutique. Now, if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you chose to come in and listen to this video. We talk about all things thought leadership, communications, ideas, storytelling. We get into the nitty-gritty and why. We even delve a little bit into neurodiversity. And if that's something that is exciting for you or interesting, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Well, let me get back to that scenario. There you are, sitting there, wondering how the heck you're going to be able to convey the complexity of your idea to this group of people who could literally transform your future and maybe even the future of society with this incredible thing that you are building or thinking about or ideating. How do you do that? Well, the simple answer is to tell a story. And you're probably thinking, oh, sure, storytelling, it solves everything, right? Well, no, it doesn't actually solve everything. But what storytelling does is it gives you a way to bridge complexity. I like to say stories are carriers for ideas. And, that is a really important idea because what it does and what story does is it allows us to create context. So if you have something that's quite complex, there's probably a solution or it's solving a problem of some sort. That's why we create things. We create things for better ease of work that we're doing or building something that will help us to go beyond where we are right now. Well, if we think about what that problem it's solving, what is it? Is it a transformation? Is it a revelation? Is it an ease of use? And we think about what it feels like right now doing the thing that our solution solves. So let's say that your solution is helping us to be able to write our marketing copy more quickly. And we see this a lot with AI. Typically, that's done by humans, but maybe you've developed a foolproof way of doing that using AI. And there's a lot of people who are claiming that, but you want your audience to understand how you're not just claiming this, but you're actually building it and able to solve it really easily. Well, you might want to tell a story about how something transformed for you once, how something that was really difficult for you, and with one small tweak, it became easy. You tell that story, you build it emotionally, you connect with the story in real time as you're telling it. And as you tell that story, you know that what you want is for your audience to understand this more complex idea. And so you're sort of leading to it without the audience knowing it. You're building the individual pieces along the way so that when you're ready, you can bridge to the idea. That transition might sound like, I tell you this because I've built this amazing technology. It's based on AI, but it goes beyond AI because it goes into the concepts of marketing copywriting, demand generation, and building an emotional connection with the audience. And we've done that using a multitude of tools. And by doing that, we can write marketing copy that transforms every time. And we can guarantee that because we've seen it happen. Now, with the story at the beginning, that statement now has a bridge, has context, and the audience is emotionally engaged with you. They probably believe you more because you've just told them a little bit about yourself. Maybe that story was a personal story, and that bridging allows you to go into your complex idea in a much more seamless way and much more believable. I like to say stories are carriers for ideas, or stories are like a Trojan horse for your idea. You build the story and you put the idea inside of it. And by doing that, somebody else is going to tell that story and your idea is going to go along with it. So now imagine you're in that room and you're telling your own personal story. You're bridging to your idea and those people get it. Now, they may invest in your business or they may say, you know what, I'm not the person for this, but let me talk to so-and-so. Now, they can tell tell your story because that's what you gave them and that's what they're going to share. And so they're not just sharing your story, they're actually sharing your idea, and they're sharing it in the way that you told it, because stories not only act as bridges, but they also act as memory devices. So if you don't consider yourself a storyteller, I want you to take a step back and think about all of the stories that you've actually told in your life, probably quite well. You may not think of yourself as a storyteller in business, but I'll bet you've told a lot of stories. And you can get better at telling business stories. And the way you can do that is by downloading our Storytelling Toolkit. If you just check below, you'll see a link in our description. It's a free resource, and it gives you all the basics on how to build a story that holds your idea. So you become a storyteller that uses ideas as the way to convey what it is you want to create in the world. I hope this has been helpful for you. I'm so grateful to have you here. And if you haven't already, this is a great time to click that subscribe button. And if you feel like there's somebody you know who maybe needs to hear this, go ahead and click the share button. I'll see you next time in this video.